teachers, be politicians, be preachers.
Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Dr. David Recker. I am a dentist in Rialto, California. Just a little background. I graduated from Eisenhower High School in 1979. I then went to the University of California at Riverside to get my Bachelor of Science. That took me about 4 years. And then I went to the University of Southern California to get my Doctor of Dental Surgery, my DDS degree. And that took about 4 years also. So about 8 years past high school to allow me to do dentistry, just to kind of give you an idea. There are some important people in the office that help me do my job. There is the office manager. She answers the phone, she schedules people, she handles all the insurance and a lot of other stuff that keeps our office moving smoothly. There is the dental hygienist. The dental hygienist cleans people's teeth and also educates people how to brush and floss, how to keep their teeth and mouth healthy. A healthy mouth is a healthy body. The next person that's very important is my dental assistant. She helps me do my job, fixing teeth, figuring out what's wrong with people's teeth, taking x-rays, ordering supplies, a whole bunch of things that help me, again, do my job as a dentist. Very important person in the office. Why should we take care of teeth? What are teeth used for? Can anybody think of any ideas? Well, first thing is for biting and chewing our food. Our bodies need the food chewed up, so then the body can use that food to do all the things we do as people. Okay? The other thing that's important is for smiling. It's important to have a happy, healthy smile. It makes you feel better about yourself. Number 3 is speech, helping you say sounds when you talk. F sounds, like 55. Can you say 55? Your teeth help you make that F sound. Or 66. S sounds are made with your teeth. And if you don't have your teeth, it's hard to make those sounds. So those are important reasons why I do my job and why the people around me help me do my job. It's important for people. I wanted to introduce you to a couple of things here in my office. This is Freddie. I got Freddie when I was at the University of Southern California. He was actually a very important part of my dental education. This is a real human skull. I practiced on his teeth. I learned about all the anatomy, and he was a very important part of me learning my job. Okay? The next part is the jar of teeth. This is what happens if you don't take care of your teeth and brush and floss and do all the things that are important for a healthy mouth. Okay? These teeth were extracted from my patients' mouths. Some got cavities, some had periodontal disease, but this is what happens if you don't take care of your teeth. You have to brush twice a day for 2 minutes. Twice a day for 2 minutes. That helps you keep your teeth nice and clean and healthy. Okay? Also, we got a floss. And then I wanted to introduce you to our big toothbrush. This is the brush that I use on the dinosaurs that come into the office. No, we don't have dinosaurs. But this is the toothbrush that I use when I go talk to kids, like you. And I think that's about it. That's as much time as we have. Please give a special shout out and hello to Mrs. Teig, because she is my patient. You guys take care. Wash your hands. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Ed Cruz. I am an area manager for Southern California, Edison. Our department is in charge of maintaining our customers' meters for reliability and accuracy. We want to make sure that the meters are capturing the power being used at home or at commercial or big businesses. We also need to know how to calculate if the transformers are overloaded, because if the transformers are overloaded, that could cause fire. It can cause an unsafe situation. That's why our meter technicians are trained to calculate using algebra, basic algebra and basic trigonometry. They are also trained on using PPE, personal protective equipment. They are that's to protect them from, number one, from making electrical contact, meaning electrocution, and also to protect them from electrical flashes so that they don't get burned. So they have from head all the way down to their shoes. They are protected, right? Head to foot protection. They wear masks. They also wear arc-rated protection shirts and pants, once again, to protect them from electrical flashes. So once again, safety is very important for us. We take safety seriously, so it's good for our employees and our customers. Thank you.
Hello, class. I am the Orange County Training Manager I work at Kaiser Permanente Hospital. I'm in charge of Irvine campus and Anaheim campus. And they send me all other places wherever they need me, but my main hospitals are both Irvine and Anaheim. My duties include all training. So we have what's called competencies, where I verify employees' work, and I submit that paperwork to the state that says they, in fact, do know how to do their exact job, and they're certified for it. Employees have to get certified for their job every year, and that would be from the cleaning department to pharmacists, whatever area needs to be certified. I also do what's called fit testing for masks. We have special N95 masks and what are called cappers that we use in rooms that have airborne infections in them. So maybe someone comes to the hospital and they have what's called tuberculosis, that when they cough, those pathogens that carry the tuberculosis can end up in the air, and we can't breathe out if we can get it. So I train them how to use a capper. That capper is a helmet and a face shield, and there's a rebreather on it with a filter that goes on top of your head. That filter fills out all the particles of any virus, and it protects you, so all the air that you breathe is all clean. The N95 mask is a special mask that seals to your face, and it has a rebreather on it as well. This one you have to use goggles with because it doesn't protect your eyes. I train pharmacists how to use it, GI doctors, the EBS team, which is called Environmental Services. They go in and they sanitize rooms in between patients, or for the hospital, or inpatient rooms for the operating rooms, and I teach them how to clean properly. I keep track of all online learning. The employees have certain online learning that they have to do every year, from harassment training to ethics and compliance training. There's about 8 different courses that each department has to complete annually, and I track that and let administrators know when they need to get their employees complete so that we're all in compliance. During COVID, which everybody is learning from, COVID-19 has been forever changing. We changed continually until about mid-March. They didn't really know what exactly for us to train. So we started out very strong on training, and with the CDC's help, the Center for Disease Control and Infection Prevention offices, we were able to narrow in exactly what we train and exactly what we need to do to protect ourselves. So, and they use, for those rooms, they use the special masks that we're talking about. The training is continual and it changes depending on what we need. I am trained on DOT training, which is infectious waste, and I train the employees how to use basically a system that cooks any bio-waste. Bio-waste would be like blood. So if a Band-Aid or gauze had blood on it, we burn it before it goes into the trash compactor and then goes to the dump. That way we protect our dump sites and that doesn't end up in our air or our water or any of our ground systems. I train them on, it's called the sand pack, and that burns any biohazard material. I also train them on a compactor, which smooshes all our trash as small as possible before we take it to the dump. And I train them on a recycling program, so we have as little waste as possible going to our dump. Just about anything training. I'm also an assistant director, so if one of the assistant directors or managers is unable to come into work, I fill in for them on top of what I do. So my title is training manager, assistant director. I do a lot of certifications for medical office buildings with infection prevention. We make sure everything's done according to our Centers for Disease Control on protecting our patients. So this week I'm doing what's called a skills fair, and the skills fair is 4 different classes that every employee has to take, and they have to complete them every year. We have different subjects every day. And I do makeup classes for those that maybe they're not working that day. We choose a different subject every day so that they are certified and can continue to do their job. It's a requirement of the regulatory commission that they complete these trainings every year. Today we learned about patient experience and how kind words last a long time on someone, but it's very easy to do. We did an entire class on patient experience and kind words and using compassion when dealing with patients. And then I'll choose a different subject. We do typically 4 every year as a refresher. So that is my job. It's pretty fun. I love training people and seeing them learn, especially when anything new comes out. We have a new system we use in the hospital that I got trained from the manufacturer on, and I was able to train my staff on, it's a UV light that we put into an operating room, and when we turn on the light, after a certain amount of time, it has killed all the viruses in the operating room. We do that after we sanitize the room just to make sure it's safe for the next patient. Pretty exciting, new technology. And that's what I love about my job is anything new and exciting, I'm the first one to get trained on it, and then I get to train all my staff on it. And I hope you guys learned a little about my job and have a great time learning. I know you have a wonderful teacher. Mrs. Kristen is just amazing. Take care and stay safe.
Hi, I'm John Hudson. I'm a program manager for a company that builds and supports navigation systems on board submarines. So there's a couple words there. Does anybody know what a navigator is? So a navigator is kind of like a fancy map like you have on your phone or on your car. It just has to be a little bit fancier because when you're in the water, you don't have satellites, you don't have internet, so it's a lot harder to know where you're at. So this navigator is a really big. It takes up about 4 boxes, about the size of a refrigerator. So it's not something you're going to carry around in your back pocket. So what's a program manager do? A program manager makes sure that everything is in place, make sure that we're not charging too much, we're getting enough money to get the job done, getting people around there. So I kind of act like the orchestration, the orchestra of a symphony. I make sure everybody's in the right place at the right time. But I didn't start off as a program manager. It's not something you have to know a little bit about everything. So how did I start off? I started as a software engineer. So I went to school, got a degree in computer science, writing programs. So I wrote the navigator on the current submarines. Spent many years doing that. And when you do that, you learn about little things. And so you learn about this, a little mechanical engineering, a little bit of electrical engineering, because you got to know all these little pieces. I had to learn how the field guys who support the programs, who are out the submarines and on board ship fixing them, how to do all that. So all that stuff just comes with years and years of experience. And that's how I got my job. Now, what's something that's really interesting? Well, if you look, let's look back here. If you look in the background, you'll see a missile actually taking off from a submarine. So one week, I guess, I was in Florida. Looks like it was 2014. We got to go out on a ship out into where they call the test range and got to watch the submarine launch a missile. And it's really funny. It's really interesting to watch because you can't see the submarine, but all of a sudden you see the missile come shooting out of the water. Really kind of a cool thing to do. And that's it.
Be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers, be students.